David Carl talked about playing smart today against Team Canada. They defend
USA
well and they reload quickly.
In the World Junior Hockey Championship.
And he also talked about puck management, and he was concerned through the neutral zone the first few games. They've been sloppy with it. They haven't got pucks behind the D like this play here. Just get it behind the D, get a forecheck going, and try to establish a little bit in the offensive zone.
Of course they will.
Now spinning the other way, it's Cal Ritchie. Cal Ritchie played in the NHL already this year. He played 7 games with the Colorado Avalanche and looked really good as doing it. He had a goal against Ilya Sorokin, not so bad against the Islanders back in October. But he's here tonight for Team Canada. They go low to high. Down the wall, shot towards the net, stopped in front. And Augustine had it, just kind of lost it, but it's cleared out of harm's way, goes all the way down, and we'll get an icing. Let's take a look at this first opportunity, Tony. Yeah, and I think
Patuza's going in the minors,
really? Looking to get a lot of pucks in that. They've watched the games. Trey looked a little bit off
Shesterkin hit it to IR.
So they're going to test it. They're going to throw pucks at it from different places. You can see this one wristed to the net. Little rebounds out there as Catton rips one to the net with traffic in front. There's that loose puck that Hudson's able to skate out of trouble.
They didn't even show the rest of the lineup.
It was something when the Canadians came out of the tunnel, the crowd just went nuts. And when the Americans came out, what happened? They were not as nuts. But that's what we expect. These are great rivals.
Now,
it's a sign of respect.
The Rangers dead last in the Metro.
Here's Hensler tries to move it up the wall. James Higgins is
there. The Red Wings and Sabres are tied for last in the East.
Thus far.
They're 1 point behind the Rangers.
Now Catton tries to come
and they both play tonight.
Spins back, throws it to the middle. Especially over the last, 20 years or so.
Meeting.
You can see the 50th meeting at the World Juniors between these two teams. The Canadians, they piled up a lot of wins in the 80s, 90s, even the early 2000s. But really, Team USA, they've won 5 of the last 7. So this has evened out quite a bit. It has, and the Americans have come a long way. They've made a lot of changes in some of their development strategies to lead to the development and growth of hockey in the United States of America. And because of that, these players can play with anybody now. Now remember, this is not an elimination game tonight. It's the final game of the preliminary round, but it does have a lot of significance.
Yeah, it does, because whoever wins this will win the division.
As we go through the evening, but the winner, we know this much, the winner will play Switzerland on the 2nd of January.
Yeah.
And as for the loser, it depends upon how the game turns out here. So
looks like we're going to play either Switzerland or Slovakia,
Here's
I
Boone,
believe.
a little shimmy shake up high. He's dancing. Tries to turn through the middle, knocked off his stick. Akey tries to get it out of the zone and does.
Unless Finland got ahead of us.
And that was a situation there when he made Carter George has been a force in international play. We'll see if Team USA can put a few dents in the armor. Yeah, I've been trying to find a weakness.
The Kings could use him right about now.
He's just poised back there. He covers a lot of net. When you look at the net, it's hard to find a spot to shoot at. And like I said, that poise and puck control also helps him. And he ended up breaking a collarbone, and he's out for the tournament. So we wish
really, Montreal came back from a 2-0 deficit to beat Vegas. Really?
Seamer, great up. EJ Raddick and Tony Granato along with JP Morosi. Wishing you all the best on New Year's Eve. Here comes Oliver Moore. He drops it for Plant. To the corner, throws it through. A quick opportunity there by Nelson. Missed. Another one goes up in the air and then out of the zone. The puck knocked off the stick there of Minio. And now Hudson the other way. Hudson driving to the net and shot off the post. Paul Hudson got knocked down behind the play. Ends up getting a good break and a good chance. Now here's Canada coming back the other way.
No.
Pass across just in the skates there of Jagger.
Now you're probably surprised to see me here. Because if you watch my previous video about reacting to USA versus Finland, I mentioned at the end of the video that I would likely not see this game because I supposedly had New Year's Eve plans. Well, I originally did. Thankfully my brother Gabriel got better. He's fully recovered, which is good. What was supposed to happen is that I go see the family, and then I would hang around with them until midnight, and then Dad would drive me home. It was gonna be fun, but unfortunately I'm coming down with a cold. Like, it was like my left ear was clogged on Saturday. Then my energy was draining as the days go by. Now I feel the worst of it, which sucks. Because I wanted to see them on New Year's Eve, and then this happened. And then my dad got sick as well, so we definitely got infected by Gabriel there. I mean, like, couldn't the sickness have waited till tomorrow? So unfortunately I had to miss out, so that is why I'm home. That's why I'm reacting to this video. That's the only positive, and at least they're not leaving until Sunday, so at least I know there were more chances to see them again.
Those watching your first one, you're going to get hooked and be with us for many, many years and be part of this tournament. Here's a chance for Plant. He shovels a backhand, stopped by Plant, and loose in the blue paint and kind of trickled through.
So if you watch my last video, the actual last video, I made a rant about the Rangers. I did mention that I would make one, and I did. Complaining that the Rangers suck and all the bad things that happen. And I said at the video, and I pretty much said in the video that we're gonna end 2024 losing to the Panthers. Well, we played the Panthers, and guess what happened? We lost. The Rangers lost against the Panthers and end 2024 with a 4-game losing streak. The Rangers are now 3-10-0 in December.
The World Juniors 12 years ago in the memory of Johnny.
Why couldn't that game be on New Year's Eve? I would have chose this, or more importantly, family, over the Rangers there. Because at least for this, and also the family, I'd actually be happy and have a lot of fun, but Rangers, just nothing.
Perishing in that accident. I think every time I see an American sweater from this day forward,
we had a chance to win too, and we couldn't even send it to overtime.
I would imagine that Guy and Jane are watching.
And to make matters worse, Igor is injured. Because of course.
Canadians now working the puck behind the American cage.
Knowing how this year is going for us and what's been happening.
Down in front for Team USA, and the shot goes wide. William is down, very slow to get up right now. He got knocked down. Canada looking to take advantage of the play to the net, just deflected wide.
Knowing what the Rangers are going through, I'm certain that the Red Wings and Sabres are going to win tonight.
Here's Molendijk coming down the off-wing side, throws it in front. Good
Like they're going to win, and the Rangers are going to end 2024 and begin 2025 dead last in the Eastern Conference. Like, I know it's going to happen, and it's going to upset me.
Canadians trying to ramp up the hitting here a little bit. For a little more than 12 minutes in period number 1. Scoreless. Team Canada, Team USA, and you can see the hitting is picking up for Team Canada. That's probably part of the strategy. We'll see how things unfold.
Vegas had a 6-game win streak, and they lost
one of the Americans gets
to Montreal.
In the end, we get a penalty for a trip. And as you might expect,
we got a power play.
Like to call. Here's some of the ones that didn't get called first, Tony. You can take a look at these as Dickinson heads to the box. There's Cowan in front of the net with G. Ooh, that's a pretty nasty check there that he got away. Wow.
Really, they cross-checked him, and they didn't even call it.
And here's the penalty. Higgins goes flying. He did a Superman impression there. He went flying. He landed awkwardly, too. But Dickinson in the box.
I like we should have gone a 5-on-3.
Team USA on the power play. It was Eisenman with the shot. Nice play by Hudson, moving in, high slide, he scores!
Yeah!
Cole Hudson!
Cole
With the
Hudson!
power play goal!
It's a power
And Team
play
USA takes the
goal!
early lead. It's
USA is
1-0.
on the board!
And Cole Hudson scored a goal very similar to that earlier in the tournament as he was walking across the top of the circle. For a defenseman, this kid shoots the puck really well, and he's having one heck of a tournament. He had 5 points in the first game, then had a goal in the second game, and here's his second goal as he gets to the middle of the ice. He gets to a shooting area and goes posting in on the far side. Replay again. I mean, that's one heck of a shot. He's pretty excited with his celebration. They think he's trying to quiet the crowd down.
It's the first goal that has been scored on Carter George in this tournament through 2+ games now. And Canada's only given up 3 goals in the tournament. Now, they've all been power play goals.
Yes. And so what was the thing that we were talking about all day? Which team can be most disciplined and not give the other team a chance on the power play? And obviously the Americans and the U.S. team here were able to capitalize and take the lead.
So the second goal of the tournament for Hudson. He's got 7 points, tied for the tournament lead. He had that 5-assist game in the opener against Team Germany.
With his brother in the stands, I might add, the Montreal Canadian superstar.
Let's get by
Here's a
Eisenman.
shot through traffic, stopped by Augustine. Turn that one back from Dickinson on the left point, and now Dickinson with it again. Akey up ahead.
Oh, Utah is in the Final Four game losing streak.
Good defensive play there by the forward. Akey picks it up the wall. Spinelli leaves it for Catton. Catton watched by Plant, driving towards the net. Comes to the net, and there's Augustine with the ball.
I knew
And we'll get some
Switzerland would
physical
beat
play in front again.
Kazakhstan.
And William is going. Pinelli is going. Got a couple of guys down on the ice. There's some really heavy stick work right there with number 13 in red, Luca Pinelli, and Bouillon. You know Bouillon is probably hot from being hit earlier. So we'll start it out. And we'll be back after this. Team USA with the lead on the goal by Cole Hudson.
So the teams that are in the tournament is all set. For Group A, we have the United States, Canada, Finland, and Latvia. For Group B, we got Czechia, Sweden, Slovakia, and Switzerland. So Germany and Kazakhstan will face each other in a relegation. And I'm gonna predict that Germany will win there, because Germany's not good, but should be good enough to beat Kazakhstan. So who's in the playoffs are all set. The only question now is, what place will they finish, and who will they face in the first round?
Few guys go to the ice here, and there's a lot of chirping going on out there, and it continued on to the penalty box, and it isn't about inviting each other to tonight's post-game New Year's party. It is definitely not that.
No, it is not. And Luca Pinelli, he is a Columbus Blue Jackets pick, 4th rounder.
A lot of feistiness in that young man. He is a hard-nosed player.
So it looks like
Question
a 4
about
on
that. He's been the
4.
captain of the
Unless they're in the box for
67 team
fighting.
for the last 2 years.
Okay, they're in for fighting.
Puck kept in, thrown to the net, deflects into the slot, but Minetti in his ear, long stretch ahead, he just missed Higgins. Carter George casually plays it out to center. And now here's a turnover in his
Oh, no.
And just fired wide.
Oh, thank God.
Baudouin with a shot, he just missed the far side. Here comes Team
2
USA
on 1.
now.
Go. Pass to
It's down the other
below.
way. Leonard off the puck.
Oh,
Another shot goes wide
hit the play.
by Colin Ralph. Leonard, when fires another one, goes over the net. That was a rocket by Ryan Leonard.
End-to-end action there after really kind of feel me out tight for 15 minutes. Both teams starting to open it up a little bit.
Bad on it.
Hudson now with it. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first. Hudson, he fires. It's blocked down. Gets it back. Throws it through. Comes all the way to the
That
point.
was a good pass.
Looking for a
Go,
deflection in
go,
front.
go,
It's
go,
loose.
go, go, go.
And the Americans can't get a stick on it. Here comes
He
Canada the
couldn't
other way.
shoot.
Cowan. 1-on-2. Throws it. Blocker down there by
If only we
Augustine.
were able to shoot, we would
Plant,
definitely
long pass
score.
ahead, knocked down by Price. Good opportunity there by Rakoff. Here's McKenna now up high. McKenna with a
good
shot
block.
blocked and cleared out of the zone. Puck cleared out. It goes past.
Ooh,
Here comes Eisner on
good.
it. Tries to make a play, but he loses his balance. Perot down the middle. Leonard off his stick.
Yeah.
They turn it over, coming the other way. Here comes Canada, but they lose the puck. Long stretch ahead. The crowd urging the shot. Cowan takes it, and the horn goes, and now we're going to have a little meeting in the corner.
Here we go again.
Everybody's getting involved here in the corner. Pinelli's in there. Fortescue is in there. The helmets are off. They're grappling. A little bit of a headlock.
Yeah, lots of rough stuff. We've seen this probably 7 or 8 times after whistles. And again, the discipline is going to be really important as this game moves forward. I think establishing that physicalness, both sides have tried to do it, but certainly you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're chasing the game by killing penalties all night.
Beaublanc in there. He was pushing and shoving. So Team USA heads to the locker room with the 1-0 lead. Let's send it to the studio. Jamison Coyle, Dave Starman, and the coach, Bruce Boudreau. U.S. with the lead.
High scoring affair, but certainly a
Boudreau.
high emotion. 6-2 the final today in Chicago. We're going to step aside here on the
14
intermission report,
goals for
presented by
Bill
Elite
Holloway.
Prospects. When we come back, Team USA
the
on
Oilers
top.
made a
1-0
fatal
after one.
mistake,
Cole Hudson
letting
with his
him
7th
walk.
point already.
There's our 2 stars. James Hagan is expected to be the #1 pick in the draft. He's off to a great start to this tournament. 2 goals, 4 assists.
7
Shooting the
points,
puck really well,
5
winning
first in the tournament.
faceoffs. He is a dancer out there. And then you got Cole Hudson, who's off to a great start to this tournament as well. Got his 2nd goal in the first period. Goes along with his 5 assists. And you can see the ice time for both guys are right around that 20-minute mark.
Happy New Year to wherever
We only
you
have
may
5
be
shots
watching
on
across the
goal.
U.S. on the NHL
Canada
Network.
has 11.
Appreciate you taking the time to watch a good one tonight. I got to tell you, it's fun to be here, Tony.
Yeah, the crowd certainly into it, and it's been an exciting game. The physicality has, but the chances have been good as well.
It would be nice
An
if I
opportunity
was
for Team
saying
Canada, but the puck
and
overskated the blue line. Here comes Bouillon now. He pulls up, looks to the middle. Bouillon with
and my stepmother's
Looks.
family, but
it. Pulls it back.
there's definitely
Spinning
going
away
to
now.
be there's definitely many
Bouillon.
chances that I
A little
will.
more, throws it across, Minetian, and just backhands it
What
down the
would
wall.
be nice is if I fully recover tomorrow and celebrate
Puck
New Year's
comes up
Day
to-
with them.
Team Canada flips it in, and a little bump there
Take
from
it
the goal
slow
from
and
Nelson.
let's see what
Minetian
happens.
with it, off the wall to the neutral zone. Ryan Leonard starts it the other way. Tries to split the defense, almost gets through. Just the stick of Price knocked that puck away, or else he was through. Here's Yager with it. His shot up high off the glove.
It's Jaeger, not
Figure the
Yager.
Canadians will be looking to test that glove of Augustine. He's had a couple go off the glove into the net. He's been perfect so far. Here's Howe. Tanner Howe drops it off. They throw it through, knocked behind the net.
How?
Up the
I
wall.
wonder
Price
if
there to
that
keep it
how
in.
it's related to the great Gordie
Good defensive
Howe.
play there. Easton Cowan the other way. Pulls up. Leaves it. Here's Ritchie driving to the net. His shot stopped by Augustine, and he holds on. The dangerous Cal Ritchie shut down by Augustine. Ralph is there. He gets tangled up. Comes up to Leonard, who just tries to flip it out. Kept in with a shot. Turned aside there by Augustine. It's a dangerous shot coming through bodies. And now we're going to get a penalty. And it looks like it's going to be on Team USA.
We're getting a penalty. Okay, so Tanner Howe is not related to Gordie Howe.
Penalty to him. Canadians keep it in. Here's Ritchie now walking down. Throws it through. Great stick by Terrance. Denied that play. Ritchie with it again. Throws it through. There's Bonk. Leaves it for Dickinson. His shot gets deflected up off the glass. They keep it in. But there's a nice step up by William, and he just shovels it out of the zone.
Yeah, and the fans here in Iowa were thinking that they could have pulled
Man,
that
we
trigger a
didn't
little
get
bit
a-
earlier in that slot position.
Why?
And
We
I think
don't
they were
have a
right.
single shot on
fans
goal
always want
this
you to shoot,
period.
right?
And I think they're right.
Sometimes they're right.
7-5.
Puck comes back. Here's McKenna. His shot just wide on the short side.
That's not
It
good.
came
We
off
need to
the
get more
boards and back into the
shots.
front, but Team USA was able to clear it down. Now they get it up high. Jagger throws it through. Stopped in front. Loose. They bang it around. It's underneath. It's still loose in the crease area. And finally we get a whistle. The Canadians are digging
Oh,
away. It was
thank God.
underneath Augustine. And they just could not get to that puck. So good job by Trey Augustine keeping it out.
And you want a good penalty killer unit, make sure your goalie is the best player on it. And you can see the save that he made on that quick little pass to the slot, a one-timer right from the slot from Nadeau. And Trey
Well, that looked pretty good. I just wish I was able to see the save instead of imagining what it looked like.
Penalty is over. Thrown towards the net. Knocked down in front. Still loose.
No.
And Nelson is there to
Does
clear
it
up
get
the
it out?
change. Price, long pass across. Pinelli tries to spin through the middle, loses the puck. Hagen's with it. His pass, he gets it to Leonard. Leonard down the right side, takes a look, fires it high. Kept in by Perreault. Hagen's with it to Perreault. Perreault around the net. Throws it through, deflected off a skate. Tries to get back on it. Bonk was there, and now it comes to McKenna. He goes up the wall, and Canada comes the other way. Good step up there by Hudson. Hudson to the center. Gets
Come on, go.
Up in the air, knocked down in
Go.
front, and in the net. Well, the referee is waving it off.
What? Oh, but it looks like Gabriel Perreault supposedly scored. Sucks there's a screen.
So Team
Well, there's
USA
a box
knocks it
in the
into the
way.
net. No goal for the moment. They'll take a look.
We'll take a look,
And we'll take
but
a
I
break.
won't be able to
Americans
see
lead
due to the
1-0.
box.
The States thought they had their second one there behind George. And here's what happens is they have a great shift. As you can see him, Hagens gets a great chance at the side. There's the high stick. Hagens knocked
Oh,
it down.
the high
Beat his
stick.
check to the net. You can see he's got great position on the inside at the net. He's able to take a cross check and slide it across the goal line. But no
from
question, that
Hagen.
was above the shoulders.
And if that puck would have hit a Canadian, they would have been back in play at that point.
Oh, but he didn't hit a Canadian.
That is correct. So here's a chance in front. Stopped by
Oh, so if
Augustine.
they hit a
Here's another
Canadian would be
chance kicked out.
fine. No.
Augustine having to be sharp here. And once again, keeps the Canadians at bay.
20 saves for Augustine halfway through the game here.
Here's a break now.
Oh,
Just
no.
off the stick
No.
of
Oh,
He
good
would have been in.
still.
So lots of pressure here, and now looks like we're going to get a penalty.
It's going to be an interference call. It might be for either bumping into Trey or shooting a stick after it came out of his hands. But again, what a great save.
Here's the call.
Oh, we're going to get a power play.
Minor penalty
Interference.
So you nailed it. Interference on Raycroft. He heads to the box. Here's a look.
You can see him scrambling. There's his loose stick. And there is...
Oh,
Yep, there it
it's
is. That's a
still
no-no.
stick away. You can't do that.
And that was-
That's definitely interference.
There's Richie right
It's strange
in
kind
front.
of interference, but
Trey
definitely
stands
makes
tall.
sense.
Richie
You can't
moves on
move
up
the
a great
goalie stick
positioning
away
by
from
Trey
him. He
Augustine
needs
there.
it.
The Americans, obviously, the diagonal play is available with this unit, but
Come on, you can't blame the
David Carl was
refs.
looking
It was
for
the
a more
right
direct
call.
approach and get a shot to
You
the net,
can't
fire
take
it,
the
crash
goalie
the net
stick
for
away
rebounds,
from
wait for the
him.
diagonals after a
How is the
scramble
goalie
and
supposed to
recovery pucks.
defend without a
Fans wishing
stick?
Happy New Year to the officials. Bernovic, a native of Blaine, Minnesota, goes to St. Cloud State. Anaheim Ducks draft
Oh,
pick, sixth rounder in the
Minnesota. I know
24
somebody from
draft.
Blaine.
Nelson on the draw with Jagger. The Americans come away with it. Here's Hudson now, attacking. Throws it through, and Eiserman with a swing and a miss. Then throws it quickly into net. Ziemer was there but couldn't get a stick on it. Eiserman goes from Connolly over to Hudson. Back to Connolly. Tries to throw it through to Hudson. Knocked off the skate. They keep it in the zone. Connolly to the goal line. It comes to Nelson. His shot's deflected off the glass. 20 seconds left on the power play. The U.S. keeps it in. Connolly off the wall. Thrown through. Eisman again with a shot.
Man, Eiserman can shoot.
Comes up high. Connolly with a look. Just misses the mark. Penalty about to expire. Pass in front. There's a shot. Just misses the net. Nelson missing on the blocker side. Team USA trying to press here. Knocked away by Cataford to neutral runner.
24-7. Jeez.
This is the 12th meeting between the U.S. and Canada on New Year's Eve. We're going to roll through some of them here. The last time was in 2016. That's the 2017 tournament, but it was on the 31st in 2016. The U.S. won that one. You go all the way back. The first one was in 1980. It's a good year for hockey in the U.S.
It was.
Tonight's the 12th New Year's game all time, really.
The U.S. has won 3, and there have been a tie. So the Americans trying to make it 2 in a row in New Year's Eve games with Canada. It's been a while, though, the 8 years between 2016 and tonight.
Yeah, if we're thinking about what the coaches are saying to each team right now, both of them have settled into it.
That would be another good reason why my dad would be driving me home after midnight instead of me taking public transportation. Other than the fact it's dark, there's a lot of rain.
Teams are pretty happy with where they're at. I mean, even though Canada hasn't been able to find a way to solve trade, they've had quite a few scoring chances.
Top line out there now. Leonard, Higgins, and Perreault. Nice little work there. And
we got tricked.
And
We're going to get a power play.
They get the goalie out, extra attacker on. Here's a shot to the net. Canada comes up with the puck. We get a whistle, and the fans are booing, Tony, but that was a trip.
And that's Z booing him out at the top. And he can have...
Cole Hudson starts up the ice. Wiggles his way through. He gets possession. He's inside the blue line. He tried to attack. Now the puck comes loose.
Come on, go.
One on goal. Back through and nobody there for Team USA. Kind of a crazy sequence there where Zima was able to get a shot while down. There's another shot just off the shoulder of George and goes into the netting and out of play. So Team Canada kills off that one.
Very well explained. Thank you. I'm still on track as I read through this.
And here we're going to get another penalty, and it's going to be on Canada again.
We're going to get a power play.
He's knocked down in front. Bonk takes a liberty there with one already called on his team. Just wide as that one gets deflected out of the zone.
He has. And the other thing that Brian Leonard has, and he's a pick that's going to be in the NHL real soon for Washington, but you can see Higgins attacks the net here.
Seriously, why are you saying lefty stuff? He's been making the right call.
Gibson
throws it through to Hudson, takes a look, fires, goes over the net. Zimmer's there, throws it through. Nelson just fanned out. He had a look. Here comes Team Canada the other way. Penalty is over. Dickinson joins the play. Puck comes through. One-time opportunity in front. Banged around loose. It's still loose.
No.
Comes back to Molendyke. Bodies all over the place. And once again, Trey Augustine was able to keep it out. That was messy, Tony.
That was messy, and you talked about the momentum coming out of the PK.
There's another shot. Bad angle drive goes up in the air and off the glass. I thought it hit the netting. You could see there the Canadian defenseman looking for that one to go off the netting. And there's a shot stop in front there. Eisman with a chance. Canadians kept playing, but they were looking for a stoppage. But we have played on. Here's Cowan tries to cut through.
We hit the net in, and we got it, and they got away.
Oliver Moore to the middle. Here's Higgins now. Leaves it for Pro, throws it to the net off the glass. Under 5 seconds left in the period. Maybe one more shot. Bouillon throws it at the net wide. And that will do it. A little nasty action in front with Leonard and Bonk. And Leonard gave him a little how do you do with the stick between the legs. Yeah, and they have to be separated. And now we're going to get a penalty. And I bet you Leonard is going to get the penalty.
That's what it looks like.
Who's getting the penalty?
So Ryan Leonard gets a penalty. The Americans will start.
Leonard.
But for now, after 2-1 USA, let's get it to Jameson.
That's not how we should be starting the third.
All right, JP, thank you very much. Team USA on top, heading to period number 3. When we come back, we'll talk about the paid guys as if it couldn't get any worse for the Rangers ending 2024. When do you hear the news about that guy, Igor Shesterkin? That's next.
What if your body didn't have to hurt after being active?
Let's update you on some of these scores around the NHL today. Busy New Year's Eve day, 13 games, including the Winter Classic. You can see some of the results here. The Caps stay hot, taking down the Bruins 3-1. The Leafs take down the Islanders. Golden Knights lose to the Habs. Look at the Blues, Blackhawks, St. Louis taking it outdoors and taking it to the Hawks in the Windy City. 6-2 the final in the Winter Classic. Red Wings, Penguins, that one's going on right now, as are some of these late games out west. You can see plenty of action going on in the NHL and a really good game going on in Ottawa right now. Meanwhile, the news in the New York metro area, not so great. This per Molly Walker. Igor Shesterkin going on IR with an upper body injury, that per source. Bruce, this for a team that's, yikes, it is spiraling downhill in the wrong direction right now, and now without their best player and their best netminder in net. He's out for at least the next 3 games. Where does this situation go?
Well, you know, things don't look good, obviously. The Rangers, the way they've been playing, and with Shesterkin getting hurt. But I've always just been a big believer when things look bleakest and people expect you to lose, is you find that way to everybody to step it up. And now's the time. I mean, even though their next 7 games are a gauntlet that they're running through, if they can get through them without Shesterkin, I think they'll be at least they'll put a push on for the playoffs. But I mean, it's going to take everybody to do this.
Feels like a big if because you look at that schedule
games.
ahead: Bruins, Caps, Blackhawks, Devils, Stars, Vegas Golden Knights, and then the Avs. That is murderer's row at this point.
It is, but you know what? It kind of becomes next man up. Where you've been through this with key guys getting hurt, and somebody's got to fill the spot. You're paying somebody to do it. Well, so somebody's got to step in and get you on a heater, right?
Every time you think that we're done, when I watch any sport, that team usually comes up and is successful for a couple days. Now I don't know how long it can last, but I mean, obviously the Rangers are too good to keep floundering like this. Jonathan Quick is a really traded. You know, he's the best American goalie ever. And, I mean, he's going to come up and finally get a chance to play a couple games in a row. I liken him winning a couple of the next 2 out of 3.
Quick was really good last year when Igor was kind of struggling to find his game. So we'll see if Jonathan Quick is the instant solution for this Rangers team and everything that ails them right now.
From UMass.
From UMass, absolutely. All right, let's take you out on the ice here and watch a little NHL hockey. Dallas and Buffalo tied 1 to start period number 3. To Dallas we go to listen.
Oh, we're watching me.
Off of his stick once again.
Okay, so
shrapnel from
5
a broken
games to
stick
Kraken.
that belonged to
Taco
Zucker
has
earlier
a
in the shift.
goal and 2 assists for
Now
3
it's
points in
Lundqvist.
5
Tip
games.
goes wide. 2.5 minutes into this third period, the majority of it here, and the Stars take over. They score.
Meanwhile, Borgen has done nothing for us. He's a minus 17
Dallas
now.
back in front. Well, the Sabres could never get themselves reset after getting on their heels the previous shift. And a little bit of forechecking led to the actual goal. The chance for Ben, what a great outlet pass by Duchesne. Jamie leans on it, gets it against the goal.
Oh, it hit the post.
Second pipe in behind Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And then Quinn can't fight his way.
Oh, it was a giveaway.
That was Rope Hintz right on him.
17 goals for Grozlovic. Wow. He's gonna get 20.
Tune it up, Drew.
Grozlovic is definitely a player
Sounds pretty good right there.
You gotta put your butt in it. Money!
Step back. Hey.
This ain't for no one, man.
You don't need a perfect shot. Just the
And
right
believe it or
move to
not,
cash in on prize
Brett
picks.
Howden
Download the app.
has 15 goals.
To have little girls coming and watching us.
He's been so
reminds us
good
why
that
we're
he
doing
just
it.
got
Kids
himself
could own
a
their first
5-year
jersey as a PWHL
extension.
jersey is
$2 million
incredibly
with
special.
Vegas.
As a fan, you embrace that community when you rep the colors.
The fans
Like
have
we were
always been
already
there. We've just
regretting
been
the
sort of
Howden
waiting for this
trade when they
next
won
step.
the cup,
game is
but now
growing. It
it's
makes it
worse.
real.
Like
It gives
Howden's
them something to
definitely who
strive
we
for.
need. Another one of those times where the move that made sense backfired on us.
So there you see David Carl, and a little nervous right now because Team USA starts this period on the penalty kill at the end of
Definitely not a good
period
start
2.
to the
Ryan
period.
Leonard got goaded into taking a
We
penalty.
really
Good
need to
job by
get
Oliver
some more
Braun.
goals.
And
I know we have the lead, but we're playing against Canada. You need to extend the lead and stop Canada.
If they want to kind of hold on to this lead. And there's McKenna to the goal line. Nadeau up high. Shot by Molenbeek, turned aside there by Augustine. Less than 10 seconds left in the power play. They try to get it through to Molenbeek again. They throw it through one time.
No.
And it's back home by Nadeau. He scores on the power play with just 2 ticks left in the penalty to Ryan Leonard. And Team Canada is on the board.
Leonard, what were you thinking getting a penalty at the end of the period? And this is why we need to get more goals, USA.
They finally got their moment. And U.S. team did a great job all the way through this till right to the end, but this all started with a 1-point shot that opened up a little bit of diagonal there, and you can see the diagonal pass gets through, and Nadeau makes no mistake with it. No chance for Trey Augustine to get over there. So we got a hockey game here.
So Team Canada makes Team USA pay for that penalty to Ryan Leonard. He's in the box, so kind of a, just a meaningless penalty at the end of a period. Got goaded into it by Oliver Bonk. He doesn't get an assist, but he deserves one because he created that opportunity by getting Leonard to take the penalty.
We need to have a big period, USA.
The crowd is revved up now. Team USA now looking to answer. Cole Hudson behind the net. Throws it through, tried to get it to Leonard. He gets knocked down.
Power play. We got so many chances on the power play. We need to capitalize now.
Neither does Dave Cameron.
Coaches don't like many penalties against their team.
But again, being physical and being in the game, there's a difference between being smart and taking advantage.
It's not just the coach that doesn't like penalties. Canada doesn't like. Canada seems to hate every penalty that's ever called, even when it's right.
Will go back on the power play.
Higgins has it, gets it up to Bouillon. Bouillon.
Shoot it, come on, shoot it, shoot it.
Throw with it behind the net. Throws it out to
gotta
Higgins.
shoot.
There's a shot by Bouillon, blocked down in front. And the puck is cleared out of the zone. A minute left on the power play. Higgins, the puck comes through there to Perreault. Walks down, around the net, throws it in front, knocked away. Brnovik comes out and gets it. Holds on, fights off some pressure, gets it back to Bouillon. 45 seconds left. One-time opportunity. They just missed the deflection, and the puck goes all the way down.
And you're right.
Oh, no.
You see
No,
Higgins
get
as he
away.
winds up for this one time where he knows Brnovik's at the net front. He's looking for that tip back door. Just missed out.
27 seconds left on the power play. Here's Connolly, Trevor Connolly. Back to Nelson. Nelson leaves it there for Hudson. Hudson attacking to the goal line. Looking out. Hudson behind the net. Throws it through.
Shoot it.
Nelson, and he scores!
Yeah!
Danny Nelson!
Nelson!
In the high slot with a great pass.
It's a power play goal.
And Team USA returns the favor on the power play.
And you got the lead back.
And good poise. Again, Cole Hudson in the offensive zone. He's got the puck half of the game in the offensive zone. You can see the defenseman here. He comes down, and when he gets in this position below the goal line, it's tough for the defenders to figure out where all the USA players are. He finds Nelson, makes a nice little play through that little seam there. And then Nelson, who has been great all tournament, is able to rip one high blocker and get the U.S. team the 2-1 lead. Got some USA fans, like we said, in the building, all happy.
Happy, pumped up.
Mom and Dad.
So Team USA on the power play goal by Nelson. Off the assist there by Hudson. And they retake the lead. It's 2-1. Stay out of the box. Puck just cleared down the ice by Ziemer. And it stays alive. Good skating there. Good job by Moore. Fans didn't like it, but Moore hustled to keep that play from being an icing. And now a chance in front. Plant just fires it. It goes over the cage. Great play by Moore. And now it gets turned over the other way, and Canada looks to counterattack. Catton with it. But Catton picks it up for Canada. He gets knocked down. And we're going to get a penalty here.
Hudson and Connolly with the assist, and it sounds like we're getting a penalty. That's not
David
good.
Not real excited about having to go on the kill again.
USA number 23, minor penalty slashing.
So Bernovic for slashing. Here it is. Well, it knocks the stick out of the hand, but and David Carl having some words with the officials, and you could see he is not happy.
But that was a slash, though.
So David Carl making his feelings known to the officials.
And if our viewers do not know who David Carl is, you will know a lot of him for the next many, many, many years. Because he's at DU, he's won national champions there, he's won gold medals here. And he's an up-and-coming coach that will get an NHL job real soon.
Whenever he wants one, probably.
Yes, that's probably pretty accurate. And you're going to see a penalty killer here in Terrance loses his stick. It's not a very comfortable feeling as a penalty killer being out there with no stick.
Yeah.
And you can see right here it goes flying out of his hands.
That's
and there's two
worst of it if you're the goalie.
It's the third period there. You could get to the bench.
Comes through to McKenna again. He gets another chance, throws it through. Good stick there by Terrance, and now he's got a chance to break more. Moore has good speed.
Oh, 2-on-1. Go.
With a nice play there.
Ah, it was blocked.
He starts it the other way. We get another stoppage, and when we get a stoppage, I want to give a quick shout-out, too, to our great producer, Megan Redwood. Done an unbelievable job with us here. I think we got a couple more
Ingram
games
is going for
I wanted to
minors.
thank Megan. She's done a great job. And also, a happy new year to all the hardworking men and women back in Secaucus. Helped getting this one on the air to you.
Absolutely.
On the NHL Network. So thanks again for all the great work. Without Megan, we'd be in trouble.
We would be in big trouble. Thank you, Megan.
Not eligible for the draft for 2 years till 2026. Playing as an underager, 17-year-old in this tournament. Something special. Now Swoboda coming in, tries to get to the net. He's going to get a penalty. The puck gets knocked in afterward, and now we're going to have more pushing and shoving. Hagen's knocked that puck in afterwards, which, I mean, let's face it, if it's loose there,
Did we get a power play?
You do it. The whistle had already blown. And now we get a lot of pushing and shoving in the corner. There was going to be a penalty on the play as Swoboda broke in.
There was a great play in the neutral zone. That
I think Swoboda got
took the
slashed.
defenseman on his back, knocked the puck to a soft area that Swoboda was able to drive into the Canada zone and get a breakaway, draw a penalty. You can see it right here in the neutral zone. That little play with space.
He did draw a penalty, but is that going to be all?
By Plant, as he thought the puck was loose, but it looked like it was underneath George's glove.
Okay, so we got a power play.
And there's Swoboda driving through. Hudson came all the way back to lift the Canadian stick as it was passed across the crease, but he was back there to back check and make a nice defensive play.
Here's Leonard down his shot. And it hits the pipe.
Oh, hit the post.
He has hit 2 pipes tonight, and he's probably hit 3 or 4 or 5 in this tournament. And there's the captain, Ryan Leonard.
9-game point streak for Mitch Marner. Wow.
Back to Price. Throws it through. Loose in front. Minetti charging out with it. Aaron Minetti, nice play there. Gets it up, and then he takes a hit from behind by Cowan. And there's going to be another
power play
by Team Canada. That was a nothing play. And Cowan decided to run Minetti into the boards. Cowan's going to head to the box. That's just flat out not smart.
Yeah, you see the refs are meeting there in a second. Cowan is being escorted to the box.
Canada's making so many
Fans here in
mistakes.
Canada are not happy. But a simple little play again, a little dump and play, and
Yeah,
it's a dangerous hit. Wow, there. So that's a penalty in any league, anytime.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. Why would you do that? And in front of the refs, too.
Got up okay.
What did you think was going to
You
happen?
see numbers, and you're only 5 feet from the board. That player's going nowhere but head first into the boards there. So, not a smart play.
Yeah, it's not really necessary, really. You're down a goal.
Yeah, you're down a goal. Why would you
was
do
going
this?
back to the bench. And there he is. He's okay, the New Jersey native.
And Canada's played well 5-on-5, and they're taking themselves out of this game. And again, allowing Higgins and Leonard and Perreault and Yzerman and Bayom and all the
Yeah,
skill
this
players
is our
to get another power
seventh
play chance.
power play.
Seventh power play chance now for Team USA in this game. They've converted on 2. Fakes the drop and takes it in. William pulls up, throws it to the middle. Bernovic was in his skates.
Stop blaming the ref.
Over to Perot. Throws it back to Bouillon.
That's
across.
the right call.
Higgins takes a look. Stopped in front. Higgins again with a shot knocked down in front. And then cleared out of the zone.
Seriously, you can't blame the refs for giving you a penalty for pushing someone in the floor.
Gabriel Perot tries to dance inside. Gets it across. Quick shot blocked. Eisman shot, but they don't get it out. Comes back to Eisman. Takes a look. Up at the top of the circle. He shoots.
Yeah! Eiserman! It's a power play goal.
This time he takes a look and finishes on the power play. And the Americans take a 3-1 lead.
3-1 lead in their third power play goal of the night. And Cole Eiserman is fired up. You can see, like you said, a great shot block there and then a failed clear, and Eiserman's going to get it back. Little fake hitch, takes a step to the middle, finds a lane to get that puck past the shot blockers and past George on the far side. And Cole Eiserman is a sniper. He is the leading scorer of the U.S. as far as goals scored at the National Development Program. He beat my buddy Cole Caulfield out by 1 goal.
You coached him at the University of Wisconsin. He scored his 100th goal, I think.
Yes, he did today. Congratulations, Cole.
Team Canada right back at a chance in front. Stopped by Augustine, and then it gets flipped out. That was a quick chance.
Okay, now all we gotta do now is
Canada down
defend.
2 right now. And in danger with a regulation loss of falling into the 3 spot.
3 spot,
in
really?
play, which would have them meeting the Czechs.
William with the
In the
assist.
quarterfinals, which is not an appetizing thought for anybody.
No, it's not. The Czechs have had a good tournament.
The other side, the Swedes beat the Czechs today. They are the number 1 seed. Czechs number 2. Long cross ice pass. Got plenty of time left to go in this game, though.
Sweden and Czechia, the top 2 best in the tournament.
Team
Really?
USA with the 3-1 lead. All the goals in the game have been scored on the power play. 3 for the U.S., 1 for Canada.
Guys, you want to see something funny? I just saw this just now. Leafs versus the Islanders. They're on the power play. The Leafs are on the power play with 42 seconds left. And they pull the goalie with the face-off in the Islanders zone.
That's what he was so passionate about. You ever see this? Nah, I don't think so. Wow. Face off in their zone and out with John Tavares taking the draw and winning it for the Leafs for Marner. And he couldn't get it across and Nylander. Tavares scores.
And Tavares
will finish it into an Islander empty net. That's what he was
Why?
so passionate about.
Patrick, why?
Face off in their zone and
why would you do this? I've heard of pulling the goalie in overtime, but pulling a goalie when the face-off is in your zone on the penalty kill.
will finish it into an Islander empty net.
Wow. Dude, buddy, what did you think was gonna happen? Why would you do that? That has gotta be the funniest moment in the NHL. I'm so glad to know the Rangers are not the only New York team that sucks. At least we didn't do this.
They battle along the wall. Comes back behind, and Eddie throws it around the wall. We got a penalty now. And it's going to be another penalty on Team Canada.
Oh.
Wow. And the penalty is on Pinelli, and he is hot.
Power
He kind of
play
turned into the
again.
linesman
8
who kind
power
of just grabbed him
plays.
and held him.
Man,
And he is still
we should
barking at
be
the
able to
official.
win this
Boxing
game
moves.
now.
13, 2 minutes for elbowing.
So 2
Elbowing.
minutes for elbow.
Man, it's like Canada's purposely giving us the number 1 seed.
Penalty.
Just
8 power play chance. And there it is.
It's an elbow. It's a hand to the face.
Here's a good look.
Yeah, definitely an elbow.
And it's clearly a penalty. I mean, that's
I feel, man, I swear, if we get a power play goal, I feel like Canada is going to throw garbage on the ice.
Not happy with on how they handled these situations in the first few games. When that happened to them, they were turning around and getting involved in it and taking penalties of their own and unnecessary penalties. And their team is a great skating team. And you could argue and say they're the most talented team. They're definitely the defending champions with 10 returning players. They are a favorite in this tournament.
Team USA, bench minor penalty for delaying the game.
Oh, bench minor for delay of game?
Bench minor on Team USA.
Wait, what?
So I guess that'll even things up.
What? We got a bench minor? What for?
David Carl the U.S. has had the better of the penalties today, but he hasn't been happy with some of the things that have gone on. And thus, we get a penalty, and Plant will go over and serve the penalty. Max Plant goes to the box to serve that bench minor.
And there goes George out of the net to give Canada a 5-on-4 advantage here.
Well,
why are you complaining to the refs there? You're on a power play.
They sent another guy out. Yes. They only got 5 out there right now.
And they still do. And they still do. And the ref is going to help them out. The ref is going to help them out.
Delay of game. Wait.
Very interesting what's going on here. The net is empty for Team Canada. What? And there's 2 penalties on the board. So it should be even strength right here, and they're trying to sort this out. And they're telling, now you see Richie waving to the bench, hey, we get another guy.
The refs are discussing something as well.
Talk it over.
What?
I don't know what's so hard to discuss here. Unless we could be missing something, Tony. The rules are a little different with the IIHF.
I think we got it. I think it should be 6-on-5, as you pointed out right out at the start of this. Refs have a big huddle going on there inside the face-off circle in Team USA zone.
So there was a penalty on Canada, and then there was a penalty on the U.S., and now the referee headed over to the Canadian bench to talk to Dave Cameron.
What is going on?
Dave seems a little bit confused by this as he's hearing the explanation.
What's going on?
Join the party, Dave, because we're all a little confused by it. It was an elbowing penalty to Pinelli, and then a delaying the game penalty to the U.S. bench.
And as you said, it is 6-on-5, and there's the 6 Canadian players on the ice and the 5 Americans.
What?
So the net is empty for Canada. They have the extra attacker on. They need 2 to tie. If they get this game to overtime, they will do no worse than second in the pool. If they lose in regulation, they fall to third. Puck comes up the wall. Here's Zimmer. They got the empty cage at the other end. Puck gets bounced back. Now
shoot it out.
Bouillon very patiently takes it.
They give it to Fortescue.
Nelson coming back.
Fortescue needs a point. Come on, Drew.
Goes right on the stick of the puck. And that across Dickinson. Puck comes off his stick. There's a little flip from Moore down the ice. Just missed. Oliver Moore with the flip.
Oh, no.
And now we get a whistle and an icing because we're out even strength with both penalties. So
smart play by Zimmer gaining center.
On Moore.
He just misses. Now here comes Ryan Leonard. He's going to take a look. Rips one at the net. It's the side of the cage. Under 2 minutes now left in regulation. Puck rolling free in front, and they score.
Yeah. Leonard.
And that, my friends,
Wait, they made a mistake. They said Canada scored. They didn't score. It's USA.
And smart plays by the U.S. team on getting pucks deep.
Captain, my captain.
See him celebrating. Ryan Leonard goes to the bench, and a lot of Canadian fans are heading to the exits as Team USA scores the 4th goal and most likely the clincher. But you can see him winning the puck.
Yeah, it is going to be a clincher.
Leonard tee one up right here, and you can see Dickinson being very thankful that didn't hit him and hit the side of the net. But there's an ill-advised play to the middle that Leonard in good posture defensively.
Looks like that's going to be unassisted.
Into it and then put this one
unless Terrence gave it to him.
So no post that time for Ryan Leonard. You see the USA bench. They're pumped, as they should be, because they are headed now to a showdown with Switzerland on Tuesday.
Yeah, that was unassisted.
Instead, they went with Trey Augustine. He was great. The power play, which only had a couple goals and was overpassing in lots of situations, had 3 power play goals.
I feel like
tonight.
it wasn't for Ryan Leonard taking a penalty at the end of the second, he could have gotten a shutout.
So lots of things in the first few games that weren't.
But a win is a win.
Certainly came through in this victory tonight.
Tony, I would say they played a tighter game too. I mean, they gave up a lot of shots. Augustine was great. But sometimes the plays weren't
Detroit
there.
has won.
They just dumped the puck. Smarter
Detroit beat the Penguins. Great. Now all we need is for the Buffalo Sabres to beat Dallas, and we'll be last in the East to end 2024 and start 2025.
The U.S. team is going to get plenty of chances with all the skill that they have on the ice.
So we're under 5 seconds left. Puck fired in. It goes into the netting. So we get one more whistle. 2.9 seconds left. It'll allow me to tell you that the USA
back-to-back wins following previous 4-game losing streak. So there have been multiple times when the Red Wings were on a 4-game losing streak and then followed it up with a win.
So there you have it.
Yeah, and they won a hard pool. And this Finland, Canada, obviously Latvia was a team that had a sensational opening round, played everybody tough, and to come out of this with the #1 seed, a lot of credit to the U.S. team. And great coaching by David Carl.
And Team Canada?
Yes, we did it. USA has beaten Canada. Yet they won the first seed in Group A, and they will face Switzerland in the first round. And Canada, shockingly, will finish third, and Finland will finish second, which is insane.
And as I say, they get ready now to face Switzerland on Thursday at 2:30.
And it's all because Canada lost to Latvia. If they had beaten Latvia in any fashion, they finished second.
A few good candidates in Hudson, who had a goal and assist on the first two great plays. Iserman, who had a goal and assist that was outstanding. And again, he was in a different type of a role tonight. He was kind of the roamer, playing the power play shift, and then get an odd shift.
Now they're going to show the Sabres game
with other players. So he basically was dressed as the extra forward. He comes up with 2 big points. Augustine obviously was sensational in that.
So now we get ready for the player of the game honors, and that will follow up with the national anthem of the United States of America, which I will enjoy hearing. There you see Cole Iserman. You know, he was moved into the extra forward shift tonight. He was a 13th forward, but David Carl said, well, we're moving him around. We're going to move him in. He'll be on the power play. And lo and behold, he responds with a goal and an assist and played really well.
He did, and he very well could receive this player of the game award, but Trey making 38 saves is probably the front runner, but we'll see.
And painted by local indigenous artists. Special thanks to Imperial.
You can see the special paddles that are painted by artists from the indigenous community here in Canada. And again, I like to say, I mean, these are special things. These are things that stand out in your life because it's so unique.
The player that receives it will have that for the rest of their life and bring back great memories of what this tournament is. It's special.
Please welcome Carly Knox, monitor, manager,
so we're getting ready for the player of the game ceremony.
Present the player of the game awards. Joining Carly and Mark are
for Team USA, it's a happy moment. For Team Canada, not so much. But remember, the tournament's not over for anybody. I mean, except for the 2 teams that are going to have to play that 9-10 game.
Team Canada is number 11, and they'll almost with Braden Yeager.
So it's Braden Yeager gets the honor for Team Canada.
Yep, Braden Yeager.
And the assist in the game.
And like you said, Canada was good tonight 5-on-5. Where they beat themselves was the penalties.
Yeah.
So they get a lot that they can move forward and head into this crossover round and feel good that they can still win this tournament.
For Team USA is number 11, New Orleans, and Trey Augustine.
Trey Augustine. That makes sense. He's really good. If it wasn't for Leonard getting a penalty at the end of the period, he would have easily gotten a shutout.
To Trey on that. And now we are going to get ready for the national anthem of the United States of America, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Fans, please rise for the United States anthem. Mettez-vous lever pour l'hymne national des États-Unis.
Happy New Year, and most importantly, Happy New Year to Team USA. They win Group A as they take this one over Canada 4-1. So that means the U.S. will now play Switzerland on Thursday. That is right here at 2:30 Eastern on NHL Network. If you're on the West Coast, that's 11:30 Pacific. We're going to get you an update.
What a way to send it into the new year.
Tom McClellan, 600 career wins, and with his first win as a Red Wings coach.
And the coach leads with his second win.
Good way to end the year for the Red Wings.
Robertson, who's
Okay, let's see how Buffalo is doing now.
5 minutes into the third period. What a pass attempt by Dodonoff. Wow, just whirled. Lafferty, his shot, pinball score! At the net front, the Sabres had Malenstein there, arm in arm with Labushkin, and it banked its way home for the equalizer. Hayes getting hit right in front of the benches. Feels like the Sabres are just kind of hanging on here now. They're on their back foot. They're spending a lot of time in their own zone. Harley tip, score, Johnston! What a redirection!
Wow, how did that go
For the
in?
third time tonight, Dallas moves back in front. Terrorizing, tricky tips that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has eaten up. There's no answer for that. That's as perfect as you can get. Harley from the boards sends it to the net front on the ice, so it's typical.
Whoa.
Dumps one in deep, shouldered off by Robertson to Smith, the netminder, around where Robertson hands back. Lindell towards the empty net. Bullseye! He never misses. 190 feet. A potential dagger from Lindell. It's 4-2. And that'll do it. The Stars go streaking into 2025, points in 4 straight. Another New Year's Eve victory for...
Okay, so Buffalo lost against Dallas, so at least we know now that the Rangers won't end 2024 and start 2025 being the worst team in the East. They're the second worst in the East, but it doesn't feel like we're the second worst. And in this one, Buffalo showed effort and fight. They definitely put in more effort than the Rangers there. Okay, so that is it. USA beats Canada, and they won the division. So USA is going to... USA will face Switzerland in the first round, and they're doing it on 2:30 which is actually perfect. Yeah, I was hoping it would be in the timing would be perfect because not only am I going back to work on the 2nd, but I'm also going to watch a Rangers game, surprisingly, that night as well. So I needed the game to happen after work and before I go to grandma's. But thank God 2:30 is perfect. Even if I miss the beginning, at least we'll be there for most of it. Well, that is unless I somehow still get sick on the 2nd, then I won't miss anything there. But we'll see what happens. But I'm so excited for the tournament. I'm certain USA will win it. Let's wait and see what happens. But until then, happy 2024, happy New Year, and good luck on 2025.